It's Wednesday night, and that means it's time for the Lamar Thomas Show, featuring the greatest receiver in the history of college football. Just ask them, Lamar Thomas.
I was born in Ocala, Florida. I moved to Gainesville to go to high school. Been recruited probably since the 9th grade, illegally, I might add, by the University of Florida. I still can remember Coach Solinger, Don Solinger, coming out to our practice one day. Here it is, this guy comes out in the University of Miami jacket, and I said, I can't believe that's Miami out here. And, you know, I wanted to go up and say, hey, I'm Lamar Thomas. And actually, I did walk up to him and I said, hey, Coach, I'm Lamar Thomas. And he said, I know. And that was the start of my relationship with the University of Miami.
Another good block, and Toretto lays it out. Touchdown, Miami.
You come down here, you'll be on TV every weekend, dominating. I thought about it. I said, man, where do I sign? My mom, on Saturday mornings, I would wake up and she'd be holding my hand. I thought she was the weirdest lady in the world. But she was holding my hands and she would be rubbing them and saying, one day these hands are gonna make you a lot of money. She was smart.
So now, here he is, the great one, along with co-host Gary Ferman of CaneSport.com, Lamar Thomas.
Good evening. Has it been as rough for you the last few days as it's been for me, LT?
Well, Gary, I got to be honest with you. I had the same clothes on from the game for 3 days, or just till this morning. And my wife finally said, go take a shower. And I shaved up. I shaved the beard off. And
Oh, yeah, look at that.
yeah, it's been a little rough. It's my kids have been calling my wife saying, please come home because daddy is so mean. And I'm sorry. But, man, everything goes back to the game.
You can't get away from it. Like every
time
you go online, they're showing a video clip. The block punt, the last pass by Beck, the punt return trick play that they had set up where the entire half of the field was wide open. If Malachi had time to make that throw, it would have probably been a walk-in touchdown.
Gary, I couldn't even watch TV the night of the game. The next day, I didn't want to see Stephen A's hairline or lack of hairline. I didn't want to see Pat McAfee with his redneck ass. I didn't want to see none of that. I just could not bring myself to watch TV. My dad has been calling me to check on me. You all right, son? He knows how much I hate to lose, man. That was painful. But the fact is, Gary, I am so proud of my University of Miami football team and the program that through everything, and we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to attack a couple things, but through everything, we still had a chance to win.
Always, Lamar. When's the last time Miami's been beaten decisively? Always. They're always right there.
And remember, we were supposed to get blown out the water. We were supposed to be blown out of the water. Let everybody tell it. Florida fans, Florida State fans, USF fans, who else? Bethune-Cookman fans. Anybody we beat in the state of Florida who was against us. We were supposed to be blown out the water. So, you know, I give Indiana props for the win, but we were supposed to be blown out, and it didn't happen that way. We had an opportunity at the end of the game to still win the game, and we'll talk about that more as we get in depth. But, man, I got to say it was a great championship game. You know, obviously, thank you for all the fans that did show up to the game. I know it was crazy with the ticket prices and everything that was going on with people being there. That's all I'm gonna say. With people being there, with the people with police escorts being there. That's all I'm gonna say. I know it was crazy, but thank you so much for showing up. Obviously Indiana fans, they showed up in drones. They drove the ticket prices up, and they had us outnumbered. They did, but I'm just happy that we had fans that had an opportunity to watch this, and so proud that kids today can see what it feels like for the University of Miami to be back to relevancy in the big game, because a lot of them hadn't seen it. If you're 24 and younger or whatever, you hadn't seen that, so you've only heard us talk about it. I've only shown you rings and all kind of stuff like that, but it was real. And for them to get an opportunity to see it, it puts a smile on my face, because I think what we were able to do is get more fans, more younger fans that now can say, we love the University of Miami, and that's what it's about.
All right, let's take care of formalities and welcome everybody to the season finale of the Lamar Thomas Show. It's been a long season, LT. I was thinking, man, like it's been 16 weeks this year instead of 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of football, and it was a lot of football on those kids, and I give them nothing but credit.
Yeah,
man, they didn't show any wear and tear physically or mentally in that football game. They were every bit as good as that Indiana team that won the national championship fairly. I mean, they won fair and square, but there was no separation. And I want to applaud the pollsters for the AP poll, and I believe the coaches poll is the same way, that made Miami number 2 in the poll, and acknowledged that even though Miami finished with 3 losses, that they were one of the top 2 teams in the country this year. And let's not screw the games up next year, okay? Like, take care of business better next year. If there's a lesson in this season, that's it.
Yeah.
But still, they were clearly right there with Indiana. There was no separation whatsoever between those 2 teams. If they played 10 times, it would probably be 5-5. And so I want to applaud the pollsters for doing the right thing. But tonight's show is once again sponsored by CaneSwear, your ultimate authority for all your Miami Hurricanes merchandise needs. I expected to see full shelves of national championship gear at CaneSwear tonight. Instead, I'm seeing an open hook behind LT's head there that doesn't have anything hanging on it.
Well, that's because on the big blowout party they had,
they sold a lot of stuff.
Jam packed. I mean, it was all in the streets. The whole block was full.
I saw that.
I think it was a block party, or I don't know what it was called, national championship party, and,
tailgate party.
I mean, it was crazy. The band was here, and people were waiting 2 hours to get in the store. I mean, all this stuff, so much merchandise was bought that it makes it an easy transition for them to transition into hockey next, and then basketball, and then baseball. I mean, it's an easy trend because people were buying it up. Man, it was so great to see. And what's her name? Beth, the landlord. So great. Thank you for that opportunity. What a great idea. The landlord here said, hey, let's do a block party. And it was an awesome thing.
They even got the band to show up.
They got the band to show up. They tried to get Sebastian, but that didn't work out. But that's okay. We had a couple people doing the CANES cane. So it was awesome. And that's why a lot of merchandise, it still got a lot of merchandise here. You want to come in here and get some of this merchandise. It still got a lot still left. But what an awesome year. I got to say, Gary, I'm last year I was disappointed. That was a disappointment. I felt like we were, if the defense would have played better, we got let down. But this year, man, we defied the odds. No one thought we were going to go into Texas A&M, beat them. Then Ohio State, I think that's the Ohio State, we beat them. And then obviously Ole Miss, who SEC. I mean, we were 3-0 this year in the SEC. I have to remind Florida fans of that. We had a better record than you did in your own conference. But man, it was a great run. It was really a great run, and I mean, obviously we came up short, and I'm reading some of the comments, and people are upset, but when you look at the totality of it, we still had a chance to win against the best team in the country. They were. They got to give it to them. 16-0. They took our shots, not our best shots, but they took our shots, and they continued to do their thing. They were very consistent. Uh, they were who they were, and we did some things that were kind of uncommon, but that's okay. We did some things. We turned the ball over. We didn't convert some third downs, a lot of them in the beginning of the game. Our running game showed up in the second half. We didn't run the ball enough, I think, in the first half. But we ran in the second half, and then we also showed that we could bounce it outside. Uh, there was a lot that we might have left on the table, but when I look back on the totality of the whole game, I mean, we played a national championship game at home, man. We played at home. Now, do we get all these people to travel? We did. There were a lot of fans. We had a lot of fans at Texas A&M. We had a lot of fans at the Ohio State. We had a lot of fans at Ole Miss game. Do they travel? I think they would, because people were very hyped up about the University of Miami. And it hadn't been that way for a long time, man. No one is in the grocery store talking about the U. No one's in the grocery store talking about Miami. No one for the last 20-some years is talking about everywhere you go in South Florida. Oh, man, that's going to be a great game. And today I heard people, oh, man, if we just didn't get that punt block, or we just missed that field goal. They were watching. And it's been so long, man. It's been so long. And I just hope we can continue to improve upon this, and South Florida continues to jump on board and show your support next year when we go and we have home field advantage. And last year we had 8 home games, right? 8, I think it was 8, count 9, and some of the games it wasn't the greatest fanfare, but hopefully we earned because of the run. We earned some fans that want to come out next year and watch ball games. No matter how many home games we have, we pack that thing.
Yeah, if you just take the block punt, which was inexcusable, absolutely inexcusable, and the missed field goal, that's 10 points right there. Like, you can't survive that in a national championship game against a 16-0 football team. I don't care where the game is being played. Like, it's almost impossible to survive that. Now, the Canes almost did. Had Beck not thrown that ball up for grabs, maybe they would have had enough time to score. I mean, 151 is a lot of time, and they still had 51 of it left, and they were on the 42-yard line, I think. They had at least time for 4 or 5 plays.
I mean, if you'd have told me that through all that, us third downs in the beginning of the game, I think one time we had the ball 45 seconds, put our defense back on. I think 4 of their touchdown drives were over 11 plays. You would have told me we'd have had a punt block. You'd have told me we kept the drive alive by some penalties. You would have told me that we were 0 for 8, like I said, 0 for 8 third downs in the beginning, and we were down 10-0. You would have told me that, and then said, hey, we got the ball with 50-some seconds, midfield or past midfield, with first down. I'm saying I'm taking that. I feel good about this. We got the ball down that far. I'm taking that. And again, we talked before we came on, Gary. I'm not mad with the play. I'm more upset with the execution. And the reason why I tell you this, as I listen to the defensive back say that in a 3-by-1 set on the backside, he is taught that if no one is coming to the flat, you carry him. Right? You just you run with them underneath. Okay, you're looking back to see if anybody comes in the flat, because the flat is yours. Now, as a wide receiver, knowing the play, knowing that there's nobody coming in the flat, I'm getting as far away from the safety and cover 2 as I can. Right? And you just hit me down there, you either throw it out of bounds or I jump up and catch it. but for some reason that ball was underthrown, and we've seen it
by at
all
least
year.
like 10 yards.
Yeah, we've seen it all year. If you look, if he throws it to his outside shoulder, that safety's not getting there, Gary. That corner is lost. He's inside.
Yeah.
But for some reason, his deep passes this year have been, not many have been overthrown.
No.
Majority of them have been underthrown.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just happened that way. And it was deflating.
Quite honestly, I agree with you. And I would just flat out say the deep ball is not Carson Beck's strength at all. So my question becomes, what the hell were you doing going for the deep ball in that situation?
I mean, it was open. It was open. I mean,
if he threw the ball right, it was, yeah.
I'm telling you, ooh, boy, I would have loved to have that. I would have loved, because I'd have been, if I would have stayed there, I got room to fade to the sideline. You're away from the safety. That's perfect. I know that's perfect. Give me that. Throw it towards the sideline. I got that all day. I can catch that. I might not catch a lot of things, but I'm definitely going to catch that, Gary. Game on the line.
It was underthrown by at least 10 yards.
And the fact is, the receiver never even looked, because I don't think he was expecting it. I don't think he was expecting it, but if
right or wrong, he wasn't.
If he throws it to the outside, I mean, come on. It's just that one hurt. Again, I'm not mad with the play. Because guess what, Gary? If he completes that play and we're down inside the 10, that wasn't a bad play. If he makes a better throw, it wasn't a bad play.
He wasn't late with it or whatever. He threw it as quickly as he could. He just underthrew it by 10, 15 yards. And I mean, I can't just stop thinking about the 23 years that it took to get back to that place and to lose the game on a missed field goal, a block punt, and a underthrown pass, a badly underthrown pass at a time when you weren't really in a desperate situation. I mean, man, that is a tough way to go down, man. That was,
you know, I feel bad for Danny Coulter, the special teams coach, because I know the guy. He's a great individual. He really is into that special teams. Not that, as a special teams coach, and I've been a special teams coach before, it is a lot on your plate. You teach these guys. You teach them the proper technique.
Yeah, from the first day of training camp. I watched it.
Yes, and so I can't really say that's on the special teams coach, because I've been there when I've told the coach a guy doesn't want to be there on special teams that shouldn't be there, but he's there because he's giving everybody else rest, and he turns around and gets a punt blocked. That was, to me, lack of effort, because I know Danny. He would come to me before games and tell me, you know, what he got planned and all this other stuff. But man, he did not have that plan. That was not in the plan. And you think about why we got there. If Malachi, it was a great punt, if he doesn't have to drift back, there was some special brewing on the other side that maybe we could have took that thing all the way. I mean, that's why he caught it back. I think he got lost in the shuffle of knowing what he had to do. And from what I've heard, everybody says that man was wide open. There was a lane down that sideline. Could he have made it? I don't know.
It was more than a lane. It was half the football field.
Half the football field.
Like there was nobody. It was so well designed. There was nobody close to him. It's like he was doing covering the flyer, and he let the flyer cut inside towards the corner of the field where the ball.
Go ahead and go.
He just let him go, and he drifted into position to take a pass. I mean, there was nobody within 50 yards of him, LT. I can't imagine that it wouldn't have gone for a touchdown.
The perfect play. Only thing was the punter took it too far, and Malachi kind of lost his
high, really too high.
It was a good punt by them.
Yep.
But I'm reading some of the comments. Losing at home to Indiana, tough loss. Yeah, it was a tough loss, but it was a national championship game, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to belittle it in any way, because after SMU, how many of you guys thought that we would be playing in the national championship game? So the fact that we played in the national championship game and we took them to the end, and with 50 seconds, we still had a chance to win. I mean, I was disappointed, but when you think about the totality of it all, man, there's not many people outside of Canes fans that thought we had an opportunity, and maybe most of the Canes fans thought we had a chance to get to this national championship, and we got there. We got there, and through it all, we played, and we still had an opportunity to win the ball game.
Let's go through let's kind of like replay it a little bit. So the game starts, and we're running the ball quite a bit. And we weren't getting yards.
I don't think when
29 yards in the first half.
Yeah, but we never had like a negative run.
No.
I think we were trying to throw the ball.
Too much, you thought?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I thought that they were going to come out, and I think they did. I have not watched the TV copy because I've been so hurt. But just from my seeing the game, I thought they were going to rush 3 and drop 8. And I think they did. So it makes the angles really hard to throw the football because there's so many people back there. So many zones are being occupied by a defender. But man, if you can stand there and mug all the time at the line of scrimmage, but really running out, we could draw. We can run draws. We can run anything to get them to try to back off a little bit and then have to come up and make the tackle. There were all kind of things that we probably could have done. And I'm sure if Dawson looks back on it after watching the film, yeah. I mean, because if you're dropping 8, they got to get out of there at some point because of play action, the thought of play action. So now you got a running back that's had a full head of steam. You're running backwards to come back forward. But it didn't happen. And 0 for 8 on third down in the first half. That was tough. But our defense kept them to 10 points in the first half. And I thought that was big. It gave us an opportunity still to win the ball game. And we kept them on the field a long time. And I got to tell you, man, I'm going to miss Bain and Mesidor, man. Good Lord, I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss them, man. They good luck to them on the next level. But, man, those guys came here, and, I listened to someone talking about online say that Mario doesn't develop. Well, guess what? Those guys stayed the course. They developed. They became better and better.
There's a lot of guys on this team to develop.
Today's game is, of course, you got to buy the better players that are mature, that have shown that they can do it. But there are some guys that do stay the course and say, you know what, through it all, I'm going to stay till I get my turn, and I'm going to make it happen. Unfortunately, this game is, the kids today, that if you're hurting my feelings by not playing me, so I'm going to go somewhere else and play. And, that's the way the game is now. You're not going to see guys stay around for 3 years. I mean, you see Emery left. He wants his shot. And for the most part, you can't really blame him because he can go somewhere else and command a high dollar sign.
Miami offered him well over $1 million to stay. They did not want him to leave.
No,
he was a valued part of the program. It might have been as a backup quarterback, but they did not want him to leave. But he had the opportunity at East Carolina.
Yes.
And it was pretty much a done deal. It really was. I mean, to be honest, I'm thinking to myself, man, what if Emery has to go in this game? And here's a kid that the next day was going to be off to East Carolina. And can you imagine if he had to go in the game?
But I thought it was the same thing, Gary, when we were playing Ole Miss. Austin Simmons.
Yeah.
He'd already signed his. He was pretty much the next day. Dave Simmons and Austin are in Missouri. So
yeah.
That's just the way the game is, man. Today's game is you got these kids that are saying, hey, if I get in the game, so be it. But really, my heart's already gone.
Yeah, and then the Darian Mensah thing breaks before the game, and we'll talk about that a little bit. And that really messed with the quarterback room's head. not Carson Beck, of course,
right?
But those young kids, I mean, they were blindsided by that. It's like, at that point, before that hit, I think there was still a chance that Emory could stay.
Mm-hmm.
But once that came out, it was done. It's like, they're lucky they're keeping Luke Nickel because he was pretty rocked by that Mensa development. And listen, he's not ready to play. Luke Nickel's not close to ready to play.
Right.
But he wants to play.
Right.
And he thinks he can get ready to play in time for next September. But if you're Miami and you got a chance to go get Mensa, it's a no-brainer, man. Like you're sitting with quarterbacks that just aren't as good as that guy. And it's nothing personal. There's nobody's looking to hurt anybody's feelings. You have a responsibility to go get the best quarterback you can get. But that was like a little bit of a sideshow there, in the couple of 48 hours or so leading up to the game.
Yeah.
But all right, so LT, so they come out after the half and they hit the Mark Fletcher running play.
Yeah.
Now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah.
You really feel in business there.
Feel like we're in business.
You're feeling really good about things now.
And they took a shot, and they went. Give it up for Indiana, man.
They made plays.
They made plays, man. That I think we made some plays on the back shoulder that we were able to stop a couple of their back shoulder throws, but they had the perfect timing for it. They got a big receiver who had great catch radius, and the other guy. But man, it to me, I would have loved to have had that route in my arsenal back then, because what that does is allow you to adjust to the ball. If someone like I'm saying myself, I love making the proper adjustments to the ball, and that is a great weapon. I mean, the pass I caught in the Orange Bowl where I jumped up and that was like considered like one of those throws where you adjust to the ball before the defensive back can make an adjustment. It's a hard thing to cover because I can see the ball and I can play eye games with you and even hand games with you and make you think it's coming one way and then go back the other way. But we pretty much we played it pretty good. It's just that they started picking on 24. They were able to get a couple passes and
he had good coverage on those.
Yeah, he had good coverage, man.
Those passes were laser shots.
That is tough. And the one catch he had where it was on the numbers. Usually you run that pass to the sideline. They were throwing that thing on the numbers. Like, that's hard. The defensive back, he's at a loss because it's almost like an 18-yard stop route. And perfect timing.
But those were laser shots to those throws. And to the back shoulder. I mean, I felt bad for Ethan O'Connor. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
He's had a great year.
Yeah.
And it did appear like they were picking on him, but there was no really like he had coverage. The passes were just perfect. Yeah. And DBs today don't look back all the time. They're playing the hands of the receivers, and you're going to get burned on those back shoulder throws when you're doing that.
Yeah, it's a tough. I've asked many DB coaches how to play it, and all of them kind of have the same thing. You kind of stay in phase, but as a receiver coach, I've always taught to win, to squeeze and win, squeeze and win. I like touchdowns. I always say I like touchdowns. I don't like 18-yard completions. I like touchdowns. And so, but now if a guy stays on top, they just adjust, stop. The quarterback throws it at the defensive back's head, and they stop and make the play. And it's a really tough because now you're dealing with the catch or pass interference. You never hardly ever see an interception.
Yeah. So there was one touchdown drive where they got a pass interference penalty on O.J. Frederick that I thought was terrible.
That was a bad. And
then 3 plays later, they're in third down again, and Reuben Bain jumps offside. Yeah. So the drive was kept alive twice, and then they scored the touchdown. Critical moment in the game for sure.
But then, we still had a chance.
We still had a shot, and then we cut it down to 3 again, and then they hit the block punt to get it back to 10. And I mean, Lamar, like, you can't overcome that. Like, credit to like crazy that they almost did. and that they were there at the end of the game, trying to score and win. But man, it's hard. Like, you're in a national championship game against an undefeated football team that is damn freaking good. You can't give them all these points.
The hottest team in the country. And,
you can't give them all these points. They made it easy for them, and man, they're gonna have to. That's a hard thing to live with, man. And Mario was ashen after the game. He was so devastated, and I give him a world of credit. He exhibited so much class in how he handled the post-game interviews he had to do and stuff, because he was torn up, man. In fact, he needed a cooling off period, and he took it. And he went in a room by himself in the locker room for a good 5 minutes and blew off steam. Because man, you think about how hard he worked over 4 years to get this program to the cusp of a national title like that, and for it to go away the way it did, knowing that you're every bit as good as that team that just beat you, man, that is hard to live with, and
hard pill to swallow.
And now he's on the damn road recruiting.
Yep.
Which is probably good for him.
Yep.
Probably good for him, because it keeps him busy, makes him turn the page.
And the iron is hot. I mean, right? I mean, the fire is still there. I mean, all these kids in South Florida, whether they were on the other team or they were on Miami's team, it was good for South Florida per se, because now these guys, they're thinking, I got a shot. I truly have a shot. And it doesn't matter how good or bad you are, you can make your way to the game in some capacity. And, one thing I got to say, a lot of people are on Miami for not recruiting these guys. You can't take them all. You got 25. You can't take them all. Now, okay, you get caught up in the stars a lot, and I know back in the day, I'm old school. We watched film. We decided if a guy was good enough, that's kind of how I was recruiting Lamar Jackson and Coach Petrino. I don't know if I want this kid. He's a 3-star. Coach, did you see a 3-star on that film? Or do I trust the guy that freaking fat behind it gave him the 3 stars?
Yeah.
You tell me what you saw. Okay.
Yeah, that guy did a hell of a job putting that roster together. He had 25 guys that he brought with him from James Madison.
Yep.
And then the other guys were in 2 years, he put together a hell of a team. And you got to give him nothing but credit. And that guy had a little swagger to him, man. You know what I was impressed with? After we hit the Mark Fletcher run for 57 yards, whatever it was, he came back. They got the ball back. I think it was the first play. If it wasn't the first, it was the second. He ran the exact same damn play back at Miami. The exact same play. It was an absolutely identical play. He ran it right back at Miami. Like, okay, you hit this one on us. Now we're going to hit it on you.
He was arrogant. He's arrogant. Google.
He's arrogant as hell. But you know what? That guy is a freaking stud, Lamar. And what he's done at Indiana is one of the most unbelievable things that we've ever seen in all our years of, in your case, playing college football. Very similar to Miami in 1983, emerging on the scene out of nowhere. Very similar. And a lot of people compare that guy to Howard Schnellenberger. And there are some similarities there. So, listen, I'm not bashful to give credit where credit's due.
Will they have a trophy? I mean, a statue of him up by Bobby Knight?
They probably will. I mean, after winning the national title in football,
16-0,
16-0, they probably will. They probably will. Yeah. All right, by popular demand, we're going to bring Kelvin Harris back tonight. But first, let's take a moment and talk a little bit about CaneSport, because you see Lamar in the store tonight, and they got cleaned out pretty good, like Lamar said, at their tailgate party, which is good for them, because you want to move out all the merchandise as the season's coming to an end, because you're going to be restocking it here in the spring and going into the fall. So they got rid of a lot, but they still have a bunch left, and you guys can. Oh man, I don't know, man.
I don't know about this.
Those might go to Salvation Army.
Too soon, dog.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's buying that shirt. I feel for Ken and them over there, man, but I don't think that shirt's sellable. That's going to Salvation Army.
It's gonna be a discount price. Discount.
I don't even know if you can sell it at half price. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff still at Caneswear at 2655 South University Drive in Davie, or at caneswear.com. So don't let the loss keep you from dressing in your Canes gear, and let's keep Caneswear busy here during the off season. Let's really help them empty those racks so that they can fill it up with all kinds of good new stuff for you guys in the fall. And I'm sure they'll have sales and things for you. And so we won't be back on the Lamar Thomas Show for a while till before next season. But, keep supporting Caneswear every step of the way.
I got to give a shout out to my guys in the EQ room, Goose, Ryan, the two Ryan, Dakota, for taking care of me this year, man. Appreciate it. And old Jessica hooking me up with the sideline passes and stuff like that. So it was a great year. Huh? She came through for me. But it's been a great year, man. And shout out to Canes for letting us have the show here. Staying late, Ken always staying late. Sometimes providing me with a little meal every now and then. Since they didn't provide us with a meal today, I'll let you say the names of the stores around, Gary. Since you
did you go get yourself something to eat at La Spada?
I tell you what, La Spada was on spot when they had all them people down here, boy.
They must have been loving that.
Yeah. So, this place is great, man. I'm so happy to see that they were able to do some good things this year. A lot of people now know where their store is, and they know now on the way to the games next year, they can always stop through and buy some stuff. Go Canes.
Yes, sir. All right, well, let's get to it here. Let's bring in the man Kelvin Harris into the party here. And Kelvin, you didn't shave your beard like Lamar, I see.
Nah. I mean, I'll trim it up. I got to shave my head.
Lamar, after 3 days of slumming it, finally took a shower and decided to shave his beard off at the same time.
I understand completely. I mean, it's a tough time. I mean, but I would say this: if you're FSU or Florida Gator or Notre Dame, shut the hell up. I want to hear that shit from y'all. We put our foot in y'all ass.
Oh, God. This guy.
Trying to feel good about somebody else. You got your lunch money took, so now you gotta go get your big cousin and hope he can whoop us. Ain't that something?
I wonder would they had that same energy when they play like Ohio State fans, or will you have that same energy you had when you play in Indiana next year?
What get me is we played Miami 9 out of 10 times we win. Well, I guess this was the 10th time then, huh? No, I heard you guys talk about whatever. What's that guy's name?
Signetti.
The coach Signetti. I give him credit. He did a good job, but I don't think Gary, I don't think you understand how important it is to never have to teach a system. That was huge. He's gone 2 years and not really had to teach anybody a system. He's about to find out two things. He was living a charmed life because now I'm not saying he's not a good teacher and a good coach, but it's a lot different when a guy's played 30 games and he recognizes, dang, that corner's up kind of heavy. Oh, hey, slide. They coming with a cat. That doesn't happen when you have a redshirt sophomore starting his first game or his first year, whose technique isn't that good, who's worried. Because what people don't understand is when you first start, it's different. And Lamar tell you this too. Like, as a lineman, you're coming up. You got to remember to play. Got to remember the snap count. All right, who am I getting? What technique am I using? And then if you're going up against Cortez or Russell, oh, man, I got to get my head across. Even if I get my head across, he's going to crush me. Okay, maybe I'll just hold him. There's a lot going through your mind. Or if you're a wide receiver, oh, damn, That's the dude that can jam me at the line of scrimmage. Wait a minute, am I releasing inside or outside? Oh, is it 12 or 15 yards? There's a lot going through your mind when you first start playing. And those guys have been playing 30, 40 games. It's instinct, you know. You recognize, wait a minute, they got 6 up. Oh, okay, slide right. It just, and mind you, with all that, if 87, and I'm going to say this and I'm wrong, I really thought about calling some homeboys and 4 miles, picking him up and taking him out to the Everglades.
Oh, he's a kid, man. He's a
And
kid.
ain't no excuse for that. He getting paid now. You know what I'm saying?
How do you explain that? I can't. Everyone's been asking me what that. Like I can't explain that. He waved the guy. It was literally waving the guy through.
Listen, I'm just glad he's graduating because I don't know, man. And that first time I come on campus and I see him, I'm gonna want to swing on him. I mean, it's just these are feelings that I got to get out right. I got to get these feelings out right
and
now.
I think I told you this. I said, look, you know, in '92 when I got stripped from behind,
totally different.
People probably was saying the same thing, but
no,
you know,
totally different.
Totally different. You know, but I see where Lamar's going with this.
Yeah, I mean,
I get where he's going too, but you know what the difference is? George Teague made a hell of a play. First of all, he had to run you down. Yeah, second of all, he had to get the ball out away from you. Yeah. That effort, that is a great play. Dude wasn't even trying to block the punt. He was just running up the field. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
The punter ran right into him.
You know, well, here's a question I have. I got to go back and I want to really watch the game, Ohio State game, because what I want to see if that was number 9. If that was him that was supposed to be there.
Oh, you're right, because he got hurt.
Yes. And I remember him being on the punt team.
Yeah.
It's good. This is very cathartic because I'm getting this out of my system now. So when I do see the kid, if I see him, I won't act on my impulse to want to punch him in his mouth.
Can't do that, man.
Listen, there's a saying, Gary. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. There was no preparation there.
Well, I mean,
I disagree with you, Kelvin. I disagree with you. I've watched a million practices in the spring and fall where they had special teams time, and those kids are taught from day one the blocking technique.
I love him, man. He's a extraordinary special team coach that takes great pride in what he does, man.
He's not the one that teaches it either. It's usually the tight end.
I get it, but
well, okay.
Well,
how about this? Tight ends coach had his one. I won't say it. 1 foot out the door because his ass left. Maybe he wouldn't spend enough time. He talking to old Lane Kiffin playing footsie with his ass. Don't let me see that some big
Pete Golding.
Well, whoever the hell it was, I don't know who.
But
he had telling you, foot out the door.
They teach that technique from the first day of camp. That's not on the coaches what that kid did. That kid just got lost. He was lost. He spaced out. Yeah. There's no other explanation.
Definitely spaced out.
Look, I need to get these. Like I said, this is very, very, good for me to get this out now so that I don't act on the impulse of wanting to choke the shit out of him. Because I want to choke him right now. Because that, and I know some people won't agree, but that play cost us a national title.
No question. How are you supposed to overcome that? Given 7 points for a team that
we did. But we did.
We almost did. But we never got the lead, Kelvin.
No, we didn't.
And it just goes. To me, it was leading up to the game. I got to go to Joe Stonecraft, dog. Joe Stonecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was freezing my butt off. I got invited to that party. You were the only, but I went to this media party on a yacht, and it was so cold. It was so cold, LT.
Gary,
it was freezing.
Gary,
Lamar.
I posted the menu. They had a side fried chicken, dog.
They had fried chicken as a side dish.
That was definitely for the only couple brothers that was in that bit.
You know what?
That fried chicken at Joe's is the best in town.
Off the chain, dog.
No, you know what's crazy? And there's a place called Tom Jenkins in Fort Lauderdale. I remember one day, I was telling our mutual friend Warren Sapp, I said, "Man, Tom Jenkins got the best fried chicken." No, Prime 112. And I'm like, "Man, stop." So of course, he picks me up. We go to Prime 112 the next day, and I'm not lying to you. I don't know what Miles is doing over there, but if Joe's Stone Crab Chicken better than Prime,
man,
they both have kidnapped somebody's grandmama.
I went afterwards to Prime because Mr. Foltz was over there. Me and Randall Hill and not West Carroll.
You didn't go eat his second dinner.
Well, I went over there and I saw a couple famous people, Booger McFarlane. I was a little name dropping a little bit.
Okay.
McFarlane was in there.
You were socializing.
Yeah, I was socializing. My wife had some more wine but Mr. Foltz took care of us over there. Mr. Freeland gave me the invite to Joe's, and that was awesome. 100 of our donors, guys that invest, put money into the program. A lot of them listen to the show here. I thank you guys.
I made the wrong call. I should have come with you to that.
Yeah,
I'm freezing on that boat. I was thinking
you were chasing the model, weren't you, Gary? Be honest.
I was freezing on the boat, and I was thinking, damn, I could be eating stone crabs right now with Lamar.
Yeah, you was out there trying to get on some 27-year-old named Gigi. I ain't mad at you, Gary, because you don't get on those yachts with just some dudes.
Hey, man. First of all, I wouldn't have done the yacht because you can't come back when you want to, dog. You have to, and I always say this, Gary. This is what I always say. When everybody asks me about going on cruises and yachts, say the last time we went on a cruise with the white man driving, we ended up in slavery. I ain't going.
Hey, listen. A cruise I can get with, but let me tell you something. My friends try to get me to go deep sea fishing. I'm like, oh no. Black people don't do deep sea fishing. No, we don't do that.
But I definitely appreciate everybody that was there, man. And we had, of course they had us 80 to. They had about 80% of the fans there. I got to give it to them. They came out in drones. I mean, hell, if you've been that damn terrible for that many years, you deserve to buy tickets.
But how'd they get all those tickets?
I don't know, Gary. I have no idea.
Did all the Canes fans sell their tickets? Because they had at least 60%.
They had to.
I mean, come on. If you're paying $700 for a ticket and there's a clown says, I'm going to give you 4 stacks for it.
I paid $850 for my ticket.
Okay, well, $850, and somebody says, "Hey, I got 5 stacks."
But it's once in a life. It's one of those things where I said, you know what?
I'm gonna sound real.
This is a moment that I can't pass up.
I'm gonna sound
Hurricane fan, bro, and
I'm gonna sound real uppity about what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
If I'm not on the sidelines or in the
suite, warning.
If I'm not in the sidelines in a suite, I'm not sitting in those seats. I mean, hey man, they done spoiled me with that suite. And then, okay, the one year Sapp and them went to the Super Bowl. Me and Caesar, we had to sit in the seat. It was the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Never do that again either. Did it in Arizona. Never do it again. If I can't be on the sideline or in the suite, not doing that. I mean, no. I mean, call me uppity.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Your Fort Myers uppity.
Just now, I will say this. Now, it's a little, even at the All-Star game, I wasn't in the seat. So, yeah, that's a little different.
I'm looking at it's something we got to address too. I'm looking at someone said the missed field goal hurt too.
Well, I had my high school field goal kicker. His dad is also the field goal kicker coach. He was a kicker of Florida, and he was explaining to me the wind just basically took it. Because whenever I see missed field goals, I always call him because he's an expert. I don't know nothing about field goal kicking. He said, no, that guy hit it great. If you look at where the kick was, as far as where its height, as far as it was in the middle. So he had the distance. It's just that the wind, because I didn't realize there were 20-mile-an-hour gusts going that night. He said there were 20-mile-an-hour gusts.
It was a little
It just basically blew it because he kicked it to the center and it blew it to the right.
Yeah. Hey,
and just our luck, he blew it.
By the way, then the next day I read that we got 2 kickers now? We getting 2 kickers? What the hell?
Hey, that transfer portal is real,
man.
It's a couple guys that got that pink slip today. Hey,
Gary, you need to tell us about that. You need to tell the fans about what we got going on, because I want to listen to what you. I mean, you know the inside. Give us what's going on. And I saw you try to get it from Dennis. Hey, I got to tell you guys this. After one game, Gary was accosting Dennis. Hey, Dennis, you got to tell me something. Come on now. Come on, you got to give me something.
Don't give up anything.
Hey, Gary, let me tell you something. Dennis is a Lamar fan. Like he asked Lamar one of the craziest questions I've ever heard anyone ask someone. When you first meet him.
Hey, by the way, hey Dennis, if you're listening, man, I would love to get in that recruiting department. Hook your boy up. Come on, dog. Y'all want me coaching? Get me in the recruiting, dog. I'm good. It's time, dog. Get me in the building, baby. Come on.
We'll let Kelvin take over the show.
Yeah, it'll be the Kelvin Harris show. Oh my Lord.
Kelvin Harris show.
So what we got, Gary? What we got? We got the Mensa situation going on where
that's the big one.
I mean, now they're suing.
It's on that matter.
Hold it up. Duke wants to make him miss spring practice, basically.
Okay.
So by suing, they're holding it up, and he can't enroll. So if he can't enroll for spring by the deadline, which I believe was today, today or tomorrow, I think. If he can't enroll, then he can't be here for spring practice. So I think this was a ploy by Duke.
Okay,
they know they're not going to win. They know they're not going to win, but they did it on purpose to hold him up so that he cannot play spring practice at Miami.
First of all, let's back up for a second. Who's our president?
Joe. He could change the rule. He could change the rules. Yes, he could change the rules. But
a football fanatic. Come on.
Yes, but if you do that, Kelvin, you got to deal with the NCAA possibly.
NCAA ain't got nothing to do with your school.
I know, but you're taking a big risk. You take a risk. You change an enrollment date to accommodate a couple football players. You're taking a huge.
Who said just for football players?
Hey, Gary, I got to tell you something. If we was Alabama, we'd do it. Roll Tide, boy. Let me tell you about the story about it. We had a linebacker who got a gun charge. He got a gun charge.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll do it. I don't know what's going on.
He got a gun charge. They changed the laws that week so he could play.
Listen, Gary, let me tell you something.
At this point, trying to get everybody enrolled by midnight tonight or tomorrow. I'll tell you that.
Let me tell you something. The NCAA don't have good enough lawyers to take us on.
Okay.
They don't want that fight. They don't want that fight.
Yeah.
So realistically, and let's just be honest, how much spring practice did Carson Beck have?
Well, he kind of showed on that last.
He did not, right?
Maybe should have had some more.
Well, what's his name said it was a miscommunication on his part, but
who?
The receiver. Yeah, he said that in the.
What route was he running? A stop?
I don't know. He said he should have looked back. It's like, where was he going? Was he? Did he rob a store and he was running to try to get away?
Was he going to try to squeeze it in there between the corner and the safety? That was a bad throw, dog. That was I'm not mad with the play call. I'm more mad with the execution of the play because if he throws it to the outside, it's second.
Personally, I thought they should have thrown down the middle of the field to Malachi
down
twice.
The middle, they were wide open. Yeah.
Yes.
He was. I mean, it's cover two over there.
Yeah, but teams panic. Teams panic because they're thinking, I got to get out of bounds. I got to get a bounce. But in college, if you get a 20-yard gain, well, guess what? The clock stops.
Yes.
So you can go get up to the line of scrimmage, get a quick clock. Then you still got 3 downs. Throw the ball down the middle of the field again. Clock it. Now you're at the 25. Now you can just take about 3 shots right in the end zone.
Right.
And because I'm not going to lie, I did not believe we weren't going to win that game when he got the ball.
At that point, I thought we had a great chance to win it. I truly thought after we got the first down, 50 seconds, oh, man, we finna win this thing.
Well, you know what was crazy? Yesterday morning on all of the talk shows, everybody was like, yeah, UM lost, but they back. They're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, they are, but we're back when we win some. Let's be fair. I'm not going to disrespect all you guys.
No. I agree. But I sent Rudy Fernandez a message yesterday. I said, look, we're going to win. Vice president of the school. Okay. So I texted him. I said,
I get it.
Keep your head up, Rudy. We're going to win it in Vegas. Book it.
Let me send Joe a message myself. Joe, president.
Ask him what he's doing about the enrollment date.
Maybe I should, right?
Ask him if he's going to change the enrollment date.
Hey, man. Was out, Joe. All right, so who else we got, Gary? Who else is what else? What's the other big news?
Right, there's a defensive end, Damon Wilson from Missouri.
I saw that.
Yeah, we're going to get him.
I think we're going to get him. I'm surprised that there wasn't a commit announcement on him tonight.
Well,
from
hold
Missouri?
on.
But that doesn't mean they're not getting them enrolled. I mean,
hold on. I'm glad you brought his name up because he is very relevant to Darian Mensah's situation. So Georgia initially tried to sue him.
Wow.
Yes,
Georgia.
When he left to go to Missouri, Georgia threatened to sue him. And he was only there was he there 2 years or a year? 2 years, yeah. So, and then they backed off. They because his people didn't back off. But I'll tell you right now, Mensah has Darren Heitner. Darren Heitner don't lose on this thing. He is Mr. NIL. So we're going to get Darian Mensah. But I get what Duke is trying to do because there's a good chance we may end up playing in the first game of the season. Because we got to play him. I mean,
you think this is going to heighten the handshake between Manny and
I wouldn't be surprised if he came out and spoke Cuban, knowing that.
I can see them making that the first game too. I can see it.
Oh, that would be I talked
Florida State doesn't have a
name drop. I talked to the ACC commissioner on the sideline too.
Oh, okay.
Tell him to get his damn officials in line.
Yeah, something like that.
The officials that almost blew the entire season for the ACC.
Yeah,
we got to do something different about that tiebreaker.
But see, let me tell you something. The ACC, by the way, we need to take a moment and show some appreciation and thanks to Florida State for what they just did for our program.
Yes,
because Florida State. Yes, because Florida,
baby.
Yeah, because Florida State was kicking and screaming, they changed the rules. So all $26 or $28 million that we've made in these playoffs, guess what? We don't have to share it. Yes.
No. And they're going to keep it in football. There's no way that Joe's going to take it back into the university.
Yes, they are.
Going to keep it in football. It'll mean less money. They have to put it in football down the road, but he's not pulling that out. I can't imagine he would be pulling that out.
So can you imagine the NIL battles we're about to? Oof. Now, the Jordan Singh kid, I'm on the ropes with because we got a nice culture, and I don't know if he's just on straight money grab because they're
playing games for sure.
This young fellow
tell him what you're about to say. You already told me this today. Go ahead.
So my homeboy Pat, his son Gavin played with him at IMG, and I confirmed this with Baby J. The kid gets to Colorado. His first thing that he bought was a Maybach at 18 in Boulder.
A what?
A Maybach. Yes,
that's an expensive
18-year-old.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybach.
Oh, my bad, Gary. I mean, I know you're a Chevy Tahoe type guy.
No, I'm not a Chevy Tahoe, but I'm not a Maybach guy. I have no idea what the hell that is. Let me look it up.
Yeah, you better look that up. See what that price is, Gary.
Just go check out.
I've never
Just
seen
go,
a Maybach dealership, so I don't know.
just go check out any Rick Ross video. You
Oh
know,
my God, $342,000, $220,000, 220. This is
Oh, it's a
2020.
Mercedes. Oh, it's a Mercedes.
It's not a Mercedes. I don't think it's a Mercedes.
It's a the Mercedes Maybach sedan. It's a $200,000 car. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now I got
and
it.
for those of you who are familiar with Rick Ross,
74.
it's the name of his group, Maybach Music Group.
$274,000 on a car.
Wow. Now he'll get some of it back when he sells it, but man, oof.
What makes you think he's selling it?
Well, I don't. I mean, he'll eventually sell it.
He'll probably upgrade.
Hey, Gary, I got to tell you this. When I drove my Ford Escort, sky blue Ford Escort, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facility with ball tires, no AC, the veterans told me if I drive that and park it in the parking lot again, they would have it towed and destroyed. So I had to catch the bus from the hotel because I couldn't drive my car to the facility. So, of course, before camp was over, I had to go buy me a Nissan Pathfinder. But, yeah, so this man is already pulling up in a car just like they.
Oh, you had a Pathfinder. Oh, Jackie Slater helped me get a 4Runner. I was feeling good about myself. Then when I got cut, I gave it back.
Hey, Mark Fletcher bought a Chevy a week or two ago.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Mark Fletcher slap.
That was such nonsense.
So I got to tell you, my wife asked me this question. She said, all the noise talking you did on the field, I said, but there's a line. There's a line you don't cross.
You don't talk about a man's deceased father.
Now,
is that what he did?
Yeah.
Did you hear that's what he did?
Yes.
Yes,
that's what he did.
Yeah.
Do you know what
I don't know
said?
exactly what he said, but he said something derogatory about his dad, and that's why they pulled him away.
Yeah.
Man.
But if you notice, he didn't leave the field. He waited for Fernando Mendoza, and they exchanged pleasantries.
You know that kid is one of the most stand-up kids that we have on that team. He had to say something. And here's the thing. Again, there's a line you can't cross. Now, when I was in, college, I did talk about a DB from Houston shooting one of his teammates over a CD. I brought that up in the game. I ended up beating him for a touchdown because he was so pissed off. And, it's not somebody dying. Okay?
Well, hold on. I must admit that I did tell him to go back to jail on multiple occasions.
I did too.
And ironically, he was one of the first guys I met when I moved to Houston at the club, and we laughed about it.
Yeah, I mean that's all. Now I teetered on the line. There was a guy that played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Latter part of the game, I set it up in the third quarter. I said, "Hey man, congratulations on having a daughter." And he said, "Thanks." And in the fourth quarter on the game-winning drive, I said something that probably was not too nice. I told him what she was going to do when she grew up. And he slammed me, and we got a 15-yarder. And Orlando Mare kicked the field goal, and we won the game. And Jimmy Johnson asked me, "What did you say to him?" I said, "You don't want to know, Coach. You don't want to know." But that was not about somebody dying. Okay, there's a line.
There's a line.
I mean, I could have said she was going to work at Hooters, but I went a little further. But it's all good. And there's nothing wrong with Hooters. I'm not going to have my daughters working at no Hooters. You know what I'm saying? But there's a line, and when you say something like that, and for Mark Fletcher to react, I'm reading online, people, "Oh, what a thug," and one guy said, "Oh, Miami's always been thugs." I said, "Well, I guess it's to be because he had a cowboy hat in his picture." I said, "I guess it's okay to be a redneck cracker." I just said it like that. I'm just saying. But
my thing
the kid's not a thug. He just made a decision.
He's not.
The nicest kid you'll ever meet in your life.
The nicest kid you ever want to meet.
Listen, if they want us to be the bad guy, and I've texted Mario this like several times. I'm sure he's tired of me texting him at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. But I was like, hey, if they want us to be the bad guy, let's be the bad guy. I mean, let's embrace it. But I think what's happened is we're not the bad guy anymore, guys. We're America's darling.
Yeah.
They still think it's us. They for some reason they still think it's us. And these kids are entirely different, man.
Yeah, but if you listen to the reporters, like it's weird. So yesterday, I did manage to look at a couple of shows, and you know, I had to skip over the Indiana Molly Gosh stuff. But when they started talking about us, I saw this Chris Canty and a couple of more guys. Miami, they gonna have a run. I mean, because one guy pointed out, man, they got Malachi's a freshman, that 13's a freshman, that guy's a sophomore. Hey, they're coming back. They're gonna always be able to get a quarterback. Who doesn't want to live in South Florida? They pay a lot of money. I mean, we got a kid, the number one player in the country, Jackson Cantwell, and me and D. Lou were joking because when he first got there, they were like, "Yeah, he's a little different," and I said, "When classes start, he's gonna be in trouble." And D. Lou said, "Yeah, the first girl he meets gonna be his wife because he hadn't seen women like this before." And it's like, our campus is like a resort now. It's like before you can enroll, you got to go through Central Casting, and it's like, now you're too fat. You can't come here. It's nothing but dimes running through there. You know, you. I mean, woof. I don't understand. I can understand how if you bring your mom on, and Mike Rump does
Tour.
the tours. And I
Tours,
can
yeah.
understand if your mom is on the tour with you, and when you go by the pool and the Rathskeller, and she sees these girls in these two pieces with biology books. I mean, she's not looking at the biology book. She's looking at why is there a girl in, a two piece? What is she doing? And then, well, that girl may be a 4.0 student, but that's not what your mom sees. Your mom sees distraction. You know what I'm saying? A potential daughter-in-law.
I'm so glad my mom didn't come on my visit. Woo-wee.
Listen,
I'm glad I ain't had my dad put him in that situation. Because I know my
the
mom would be
first
looking at him like, you better not look at none of that.
the first night we were here after we got here, Tober Bay comes into the dorms and says, y'all be ready at 9. I'm coming to get y'all, all the freshmen. So he shows back up. We put our little stuff. We go to the Fountain Blue. Excuse me, no, the Eden Rock. So they were having a back to camp weekend with all of the top. They had all of the Playboy All American preseason guys. I don't know who flew them in, but they flew them all in. They were staying in the Eden Rock. And man, I remember me and Hamlet, we get back to our room at like 4:30, and we were looking at each other like, they're in college? They live like, what the hell we done got ourselves into? I mean, these kids aren't that though. They're Malachi comes in at 5:30 every morning, watch film. He's not the only one. Ruben Bain comes in early, and they put the work in. And as Cam Ward told me last year, Liv ain't even all that no more. I'm like, ooh, wow. First of all, I was thinking, well, how you know? And then he was like, my girl lived with me. So these are the type of kids you got. You got guys got their girls living with them. They coming to the facility early. If you notice, we don't have anybody getting arrested for foolishness. I mean, guys are actually on the honor roll.
Yeah, the culture of this team is unbelievable. I mean,
that's
nobody.
Why it hurts so much when you see
Yeah,
guys
well,
saying we're thugs. That I'm telling you, this is the older people who remember us.
Yeah, but it's a love to hate thing. Let me tell you something. Yeah. What they're really saying, that's just like the girl who says, I hate bad boys, but then all her boyfriends are, drug dealers and gun runners, So these kids, it's like if you notice, everybody's talking like Mark Fletcher. It's a great story. Even Carson Beck. I mean, Gary, were you in the locker room after the game?
Yes.
So Manny Navarro was telling me that the older guys got up and told the younger guys, don't let this culture, you got something special. Don't let anybody come in here and ruin this. Keep this thing going. I mean, I saw Marigold hugging everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually like each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. Nobody liked Lamar. They did, guys wanted to beat him up. They were taking his lunch money. You know, uh, Hurley Brown was, talking bad about him.
Says the guy who protested against the shotgun because he wanted Geno's finger up his ass. Okay. Hey, Gary, I saw something on here. Here's something very interesting. James Coley, tight end, hopefully, and co-OC.
Here.
That's what Kevin Porter, 9444.
I could see it.
Although
Mario,
wow. Where's he at? Where's he at now, though? Where's he at now?
Georgia.
Oh yeah. Oh, they demoted Stacy Searles.
Really?
I'm gonna say this. I never had any bad. I mean, me and him shared beers together, and he's a cool dude. I just didn't think he was that very good as an offensive line coach.
Mm.
And obviously, neither did Kirby Smart.
Mm.
But wow, that James Coley, yeah.
I mean, Mario's had a chance to hire him a few times and didn't do it.
Yeah, he did. He had a couple chances.
And he didn't do it. So I don't know if he'll do it this time, but that would be a great hire.
It'd be a great hire because Dawson.
He would be great for Shannon
because
Dawson.
Dawson is not going to be here in 27. He's going to get a job somewhere.
Maybe not, man. It's not so easy to get those head coaching jobs.
Mm. There'll be something.
Would be great.
There'll be something that comes up. It may not be what he wants, but he's going to take it because he wants to start the clock. Because if he goes to a school and they do good in 2 years, if it's a mid-level school, that'll get him a promotion to something a little better.
But there's nothing out there. You're saying in 27, not this year.
Yeah, 27. Yeah. Because think about it. If he comes back next year when Mensa lights it up and we're right back where we were. Because look, we got JoJo coming back. We got Josh Moore coming back.
Do we have JoJo coming back?
Where's he going?
Yeah, he's going to stay.
Okay. Good.
I think he's staying.
Josh Moore, who we should have.
He's got 3 more days to go in the portal.
We should have thrown at least one time, put Joshua Moore in there, and let's see if he can go up over little old Trajan Bandit.
Yeah.
Josh, whatever his name was. The kid
we
name?
got another
Pons, whatever his name.
Yeah, D'Angelo Pons. We got another big receiver coming. We got a 6'6" kid coming, and we got the fastest white boy in America.
Okay, we got us a Becker. Woo, we got us a motherfucking Becker, baby. Yeah.
White boy running 4.35.
Yeah, like, white chocolate.
But if Coley got that job, I think it'd be great.
That would be. You know what's crazy? One of our former players, Braxton Berrios, is competing with Tom Brady for the same chick.
Yeah, that's nuts. But I don't know if that's real. I don't think she's really going out with Brady. I think she was trying on New Year's Eve to get with Brady, but I don't know that they're dating.
Let's call it what it is. It was
for Tom Brady.
A date.
Yeah. But that's too flashy for Tom Brady. She's talking about doing a show now like the Kardashians and all that. Tom Brady doesn't need that.
I'm not saying that Tom Brady's gonna date her, but she's on the resume, and he's on her resume.
She was coming after him hard at that party that night for sure.
And if you think that he didn't take an opportunity to maybe have a private meeting with her to, see where her head was at on the Fernando Mendoza's situation.
Only you, dog. Only you. So, okay, I got a question for you. Where does our quarterback, well, now our ex-quarterback, where is he going to draft? What round do you think?
Second, third.
Carson? No.
So today, Mel Kiper had him as his number 4 or 5. Him and Drew Eller are together.
Mm.
It was Mendoza, Chambliss, Eller, Beck. I'm missing one. But when it's all said and done, I think he will pass Aller because Aller's got a major injury.
Mm-hmm.
He'll
What
go in
about okay? You saying second round, second or early third, right?
I would be surprised if he makes it to the third.
Okay. Well, what about Ruben Bain?
Top 10.
I mean, Gary, you said he got little arms. Now you guys say he got alligator arms. Remember, he blocked that kick.
It's gonna get in. It's gonna be interesting when the NFL gets into that one because, I mean, man, like he only had 4.5 sacks this year, guys. Like he's a good player. Regular season, he had a few in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, but you weren't paying attention to what was really going on. He had 4.5 sacks because they threw away from him and they rolled away from him and they threw the ball quickly. That guy was just disruptive. There's a reason why everyone is saying and you know what's crazy? I've gone to appreciate him even more because all of these scout guys are breaking down his film over the last 4 games. I haven't seen a guy play the run as technically sound as he does. He is a complete player. And
some people don't want to make him a tackle, Kelvin.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3 technique. That's
I don't see him as an outside pass rusher in the NFL.
That's what everybody says, but I'm like, why? Have you looked at the tackles in the NFL? Trash. Trash.
No, the ends. I'm talking about the end. I don't see him as an outside pass rusher in the NFL
because
he doesn't have he doesn't have the reach. He doesn't have the height.
There was a guy that played for Louisville.
Elvis
Dumerville. He was a bad bitch. Now
5'11". Now he had longer arms, but when I hear that let me tell you what's going on. That's what my homeboy who used to be an agent calls something for nothing. They're trying to get something for nothing. So the NFL draft and combine process isn't about what Lamar Thomas can do. It's about, man, he got skinny legs.
Yeah.
Damn, he only runs a 4.5. His vertical's only 21 inches.
What?
They're not. That's what they said. They say vertical only 21 inches.
You had me until you said that shit. Now. You had me all the way. I was like, yeah.
And then if you notice when guys go to the combine, it's like I remember Shane Curry. They talking about he was 6'3", 6'2", and 5'8". Really? Stop that, because it's designed to take money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
That's why guys are getting it back. But let me tell you something. He's going to the Senior Bowl. After this Senior Bowl, yeah.
We'll have a better idea.
Okay, what about Mesidor?
Mesidor is going to be in first round consideration, I think.
He's going to go lower because they're trying to once again get something for nothing because he's going to be 24, 25.
Yeah, that'll hurt him a little bit, but yeah. But
those 2 guys are pass rushers. If you've watched the Houston Texans this year, you notice Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Will Anderson doesn't have as many moves as those 2, and they get home. So can you imagine what's going to happen?
Well, hold on now, and I'm glad you said that because they were taught. These guys were taught by Jason Taylor.
Hey, don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Who?
Listen, first of all, I sent Louis Riddick a nasty message.
Jason Taylor.
I sent Louis Riddick a nasty message because he brought it up on his Twitter feed. Oh, a guy that should be getting some head coaching consideration. I'm like, hey, hold off on that for another year.
You saying head coach, and Louis Riddick is saying head coach. I'm just speaking as far as the Miami Dolphins, who you bring in.
Well, the question I got is, why hasn't it happened yet? And I don't think it's going to happen it's not going to happen with Hafley because he's going with all those Packer people.
Yeah, Hafley.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I mean, and let's just keep it 100. When he was at Aquinas, he was the guy who taught the Bosa's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and And I watched the one guy break down Messidor and Bain's hand fighting, and it's like wow. And because of the techniques they're teaching tackles these days, they're taking advantage full of it because that stuff that they be doing would not work against Leon Cersei. No, wouldn't work. I mean,
Cersei.
but those two guys, I mean, Messidor is going to lose some money because they're saying he's old.
And he's and yeah, no, he will. But he's going to be a good value. So if he goes second round, that'll be a good pick for somebody.
Okay, next one,
Yeah.
Markel Bell.
Fourth.
I don't think he got his. I think there was
He's going
some
to the Senior
talk.
Bowl.
Yeah,
Going to the Senior Bowl.
He's going. He can't come back.
Yeah.
There was some talk of trying to get him an extra year, but then
They were trying, but he couldn't. He's not going to get it. He's going. He just signed up for the Senior Bowl. He's going to go.
He'll probably be a third, fourth round pick.
Yeah,
I was.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. I'm back. I want you guys to write this down so you can say, "Man,
all right."
I don't care what anybody's rating him or whatever. He won't get drafted before the 4th or 5th round.
Damn.
Carson Beck.
God damn, Gary. I'm glad you didn't do
Write it down.
God
Write it
damn,
down.
See, I know Gary.
Round.
So Gary, we're going to have to get you a P cup because you need to be drug tested.
You know what I think it is? Gary mad.
Write it down, and
I'll with two Ferraris, a Lamborghini, and a $5 million house. I think Gary pissed off about that.
No.
Let me tell you something, Gary. When I watched that kid, I'm going to say this, and I've said it a couple people. I like him better than I do Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza going to get somebody fired. If you're the Raiders coach, and if you notice, all of a sudden the Raiders are trying to trade for Lamar Jackson because Tom Brady sees what I see. He can't make the D. Look,
he's not worth the number 1 pick.
No, he's not. Now, is he going to be a decent quarterback? Is he going to be Kirk Cousins? Maybe Sam Darnold? It's possible. Steve Walsh, yeah. But he ain't like you're the Raiders. You're the Raiders. You got a lot of problems. You need Superman to come in there and lead your team. He ain't Lamar Jackson. He ain't Aaron Rodgers. Ain't that. He ain't even Jordan Love.
All right, we got a question. Keontae Scott.
Probably 3rd or 4th round.
I would say 3rd round, yeah. 3rd, 4th.
Yeah. Depending on what he runs in the 40.
Yeah.
But he's going to make a ton of money on his second contract.
Jacoby, too. Jacoby will go 3rd round.
Jacoby, yeah.
What about Torrey? Is he coming back? I'm asking the question.
That I don't know. Don't know yet. Mohamed Torrey. He wants to come back another year.
He actually, Gabby Aridia broke it down on his Twitter feed. He has the possibility of getting another year. He missed 2 years because of knee injuries to each knee, and 2020 didn't count because of COVID. He has one, and he's only technically played 3 years.
Yeah, he's got a shot.
But we lost Bobby. We lost Bobby to the
Bobby who?
Bobby Washington.
Bobby Washington.
Yeah, he needed to go to the portal. There were a lot, man. There was Tommy Kinsler went to the portal. I was a little surprised by that one.
Yeah, me too.
Because we brought in 5
went to the portal.
Who?
I think Malik Bryant.
Yeah, they sent him packing. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
See, the problem Malik Bryant had is they liked him, but then he got hurt. And then what happened is, remember this name, Hayden Lowe.
That kid's gonna be that kid. He's the guy.
Yeah,
he's the guy they need to develop fast because they need him to be ready next year.
Nah, he would have played a lot this year, but he got hurt. But
he got hurt, yeah.
But they told me, he's 265, and if he eats a couple of more chicken dinners, he might be fine.
75 to 80. Yeah, he won't be Bain or Mesidor next year, but they need him to be very good.
He'll be very good.
I know one thing. I know the University of Miami football coaching staff is excited that the game is over. the off season upon us because now you're not calling them, harassing them. You harass people.
You just make it clear. You're talking about Kelvin, not me.
Kelvin, not you. I saw you in work. I saw you in work, Gary. I know. Hey, I got to tell you about Gary when Gary was going at it. But you, Kelvin, how many times do you call D. Lou, man? 8 times a day? My wife.
No, he calls me. I call him
20 times.
Hey, man,
my wife, Erin, thinks you. She's like, do y'all talk 20 times a day, bro?
Let me tell you something. Mario's got that program right now on like the most ridiculous lockdown that you've ever seen in your life. Like, it is insane right now. Insane.
Well, I think they're going to get the kid from Missouri.
Yep.
I
agree. I don't think they'll get. I don't know that they're going to get the O tackle. I don't know, man. It's taking too long.
He's. I don't know if we want him, and I hate to say that
they want him.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, we got 2 young freshman tackles coming in.
Yeah. But you still would like to have that veteran guy. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Cantwell's probably good enough to start day one at right tackle. You don't want him to have to make it left tackle.
Nah, they're probably gonna put Joel at left tackle. They believe Joel's a left tackle, future first rounder at left tackle.
And don't somebody said don't forget about Scroggins.
You talking about Joel Irvin?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a true freshman?
I mean, one of them's gonna start at right tackle.
Yeah. That'd be hard to have. You're gonna have 2 true freshmen on the O-line starting? I don't know, man.
Well, one of them is 6'7", 332.
Oh, I know. No, I know.
The other is 6'8", 335.
Yeah, no, I know. They're great.
And D. Lou told me that Cantwell got better now the first day, Lightfoot ran by him so fast, he said the kid goes, "Jeez, that guy's fast."
But he got better each day.
He got better each day. So, and then here's the advantage of going to the playoffs, the championship round. You get an extra spring, a little extra mini spring practice.
Yes.
Where the early enrollees, they get that early little spring practice. And then they go into spring practice already knowing what to expect. So, and then to be honest with you, the way our schedule's set up, we could start Darian Coleman and 2 freshman tackles and still go 9-3 next year.
But is 9-3 good enough?
No,
it's not good enough.
It's never going to be good enough. I'm just saying, next year is the year. If you're trying to get us, you better get us next year, because from 27 on, it's going to be a problem. And if we can pull it off next year, they're going to hate us. I'm going to be real unbearable. No, I'm going to be like, I already got to do. Oh, by the way, since I've been on here, Corey Simon had the audacity to send a text, an image, as if I'm upset. Florida State guy, Gary.
Yeah, that's Corey Fuller also sending me.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. You've been sitting on the couch eating Fritos, punk. I'm fine. I was at the national championship game. Where were you, buddy? On the treadmill?
Hey, Snoop Minnis asked me the same thing. Yo, you all right? Yeah, I got 3 rings. I'm good.
And they forget you can't. Okay. It took me a couple of days, but I'm okay. I'm okay, dog. I'm okay.
I mean, do I feel bad for the kids? Yeah, but hey, when I had my shot, we sunk our jumpers.
Yeah, I don't want to change the subject, but this is going to be one hell of a spring practice this year.
Yeah.
This is going to be something to watch, because you got all these young players now who are going to have opportunities, and the pressure's on, man.
Now, is there a portal after spring practice?
No, there's only one.
Okay, so they're not doing that this year. Okay.
Yeah,
but see, let me tell you something. This is going to be exciting for a simple fact that there's going to be a bunch of guys, a bunch of ex-players at practice every day. And these young kids, they're going to see the legends. And that's gonna motivate them because you don't want to look bad in front of Ray Lewis or Devin Hester.
You know what's crazy? I think spring practice starts in like 5 weeks.
No way. Oh yeah, you're right.
First week of March. It always starts first week of March. They do a week, then they take a week off for spring break, and then they come back and do 4 weeks after that.
Who's gonna be at center?
Could be Ryan
It's
Rodriguez.
either gonna be Ryan Rodriguez or SJ.
Don't sleep on Max Buchanan.
Yeah, but if I had to be a betting man, I would say it's Ryan Rodriguez if he gets his extra year, because I think they're going to petition. He might more than likely get an extra year. Yeah. If not, this is when I knew Frank Avila, or Villi, or how you say his name, Frank Avila.
Frank Avila, yeah,
I knew he was gone when they asked Mirabal about, are you guys going to go outside the program and get another center this year? And he was like, no. He says, and they didn't even ask about Frank Avila. They said, what about SJ? Is he ready to go? When would he? And Mirabal said, he's ready to go now. And I was like, well, dang, what about the other dude? But I've talked to SJ on and off ever since he signed, and his coach at Gorman did a great job of having him prepared to play. He understands how to call the fronts. He understands all of that.
He just a little bigger, doesn't he, Kelvin?
Yeah.
Late behind.
Now, Brockermeyer wasn't the biggest guy. I think SJ might be 280, 285.
Brockermeyer,
No. Brockermeyer's a solid 6'3", but I told him,
he had a sleepy good season. He had that tough moment in that one game.
After Louisville and maybe a little SMU, just a little bit.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna definitely get a free agent shot, and there's a chance that he'll probably make a team.
Yeah,
in the practice squad. But SJ, I told him early on, I say, listen, man, you need to be like when Brockermeyer goes to take a crap, he needs to be pulling you off of his pants because you need to just soak up all of his knowledge, And he said, yes, sir, And then I think one of the things that they did to get that kid ready so that the moment's not too big is they made him the move tight end on short yardage.
Yeah.
And so you getting him ready to play without throwing him all the way in the fire. Because I remember that first game Lamar played when he got jammed all into the sideline against Bethune. He was young.
We didn't even play Bethune when I was there, dog. We played FAM.
That was it Bethune or FAMU? One of them jammed you.
2 touchdowns on FAM, dog. You got to stop that. You got to stop. I took advantage of them. You can't go there with me, dog. My first game was against Wisconsin, and I inside release and got
they didn't put up much of a fight that game. I remember the one dude told me and Claude said, why are you guys playing so hard? The game's over. It's like, we trying to play next week. Talking about slow down.
Wasn't the head coach from he was on the D line at Wisconsin. Or was he in Arkansas? The guy
No. Yeah.
What was his name?
Barry
no, not Barry Everett. No, I'm talking about the coach that,
oh God, what's his name?
We're getting old, dog. We're getting old.
The one that said, is it Wisconsin?
Yeah.
No.
The head no. Gary, you know what I'm talking about? He played D-line for maybe I can't remember.
Brett Bielema. It's Brett Bielema.
Yeah, he was on one of those teams. Or was he Iowa?
He was Iowa.
He was Iowa. Okay.
Brett Bielema? He's Illinois. Is he Illinois?
But he was.
No, he went to Iowa.
He went to Iowa.
Okay. Yeah, he took that L too. Hey, but they had the biggest back of all time. That got doggone Nick Bell.
Nick Bell.
I remember the only touchdown they scored, he caught a screen pass and nobody got in front of him.
Nobody.
No, I think this is going to be an exciting spring practice.
Oh, I can't wait. I just can't believe it's in 5 weeks. It's like, oh my God.
I know, right? It just.
But you know what?
It's like 5.5 weeks then.
So when are the camps? When do they have the legend camp? Isn't that around the same time as spring?
It'll be in spring, like April or early, somewhere in April.
Yeah.
I boycotted last year. This year I might have to go this year. I boycotted last year.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out. Speaking of boycott, shout out to my people at Penguin for repping me. I repped the whole year, baby. The original Penguin gear. Whoop whoop.
Yeah,
baby.
Gary.
That Penguin was everywhere, baby.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Penguin was
Gary. He didn't
everywhere,
give you
baby.
any. He didn't give you any, Gary.
No, none whatsoever. I couldn't even get a ticket for my kid, man. I couldn't. That was painful.
That I mean,
well, you could have paid $4,000-5,000 for it.
It's not worth that, dog.
I mean,
I
told
my son, listen, I love you, but $5,000 to go sit in the upper deck for this game.
Well, I mean, now
I felt guilty. I'm not going to admit it. I felt guilty that I didn't do it.
One of my sons asked the same thing. I said, I don't love you that much, dog.
Well, I can tell you right now.
I really felt guilty, honestly, that I didn't do it. But man, that's like a hard thing to stomach.
I'm gonna tell you something, Gary. He doesn't look at you the same way anymore.
Oh no, he's pissed as hell. He's pissed. Lamar knows him. He's pissed.
Yeah.
He's pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed. I held out to the last time. Please, I just need one stray, just a stray single. He was willing to sit by himself anywhere.
But Gary, you should just went ahead and paid the $5,000, man. You got it.
Oh, shit. No, man, that's painful. I can't. My wife would kill me if I did that.
I tried to reason with myself. Okay, $850 for my ticket, and I could probably sell it or whatever. But I mean, think about all the games I went to, and I basically was on the sideline for free, getting flown out, Mr. Freeland.
Where was your $850 ticket? Upper deck?
It was just the club level.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, but I got down on that sideline, and shit, I ain't going nowhere.
Did you stay on the sideline?
I still did. I stayed my head right there.
And they never kicked you off.
They never said a thing. I was talking to everybody that was important too.
Yep.
I just act like I belonged, and nobody said anything, so I just stayed down there, which I appreciate that. Much love to all the people, all the good people that I spoke to all throughout the years. They knew that I was.
So we gonna bring it home next year 16-0.
Here we go.
Well, I mean, I hate to pat myself on the back, but I was the one guy that said we were gonna make it to the championship.
You did. You were consistent. Okay, one more question, Sweets. One more question. Where does the freshman quarterback fit in from Orlando Jones? Do we watch him develop? How many years does he stay?
I'm going to be honest with you.
That's the big question I have.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what he looks like in spring, because if he looks like what he looked like in high school in spring, I would say just give him, I know Mensa is more than likely going to be the quarterback, but he would be a perfect mentor for Coleman. Now, I mean, I don't want to discount Luke Nickel, because Luke Nickel has some ability, but the Coleman kid is just a Florida version of Cam Ward.
He's a young Cam Ward. Yeah. Now, can he develop like Cam Ward? We'll see. But he's
he's already got it.
Yes.
Yeah. He's great. That's why I was asking, because from what I saw in high school, if he can make that translate to anything in spring ball, we got something going on. And,
and then imagine we get it for 2-3 years, because at some point you got to get some continuity where you have the same quarterback 2-3 years in a row, because now that makes it easy to get receivers and running backs in, because everybody wants to be around the top quarterbacks.
So we lost Lamar. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major's asking me if Matt went. Yeah, we were at the game, but we got to go to the game. We were at the funny. You know what happened, Kelvin? The funny thing is, though, all this national media comes in for the national championship game, and our seats in the press box were so bad. They had an auxiliary press box up on the third level, in the upper deck. And I went. I sat outside,
like the old orange.
Yeah, it was the front. I sat in the front row of the upper deck. I had a desk to work. It was great. It was a little cold.
You thought you were back in the old Orange Bowl, huh?
I felt like I was back in the old Orange Bowl. I really did.
Manny Navarro tells me that y'all press box is no fun at all. He's like, there can't be any cheering, no talking.
Nothing, man. Although I got a little animated. I almost got myself in trouble at the Fiesta Bowl. But yeah, I was like, I got a little amped up in there. But I got myself back together. But
that's no way to watch a game.
No, you're not allowed to cheer. Not allowed to cheer in the press box. Well, Born Hustler is asking about Ryan Mack. Ryan Mack's going to be back, I think, for spring.
Okay, good.
I saw Rod Mack at the game actually, and Ryan's going to be out there.
Good.
It's been a long road for that kid.
Well, when he played, he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, I got a question for Ken. Ken, hey, do we have any Ed Reed hats in here?
Oh man, that was a cool hat.
Billy DeLulu asked, does Kane have any Ed Reed hats?
Hey, that was the hat.
That was a cool hat. That was a very cool hat. You can sell a few of those.
They don't have any right now. They used to. Somebody's knocking on the door right now as we speak, trying to get up in here. I mean,
someone's knocking at the door.
Someone knocking at the door. Hey, make sure you got that thing. Take that thing with you.
All right. So, do we have any unfinished business on this season, on the game? Any other thoughts?
We've touched a lot of stuff, man. I mean, we just, we've sat here and went around about who's coming back and who's.
I heard about the gift you got Bruce as a farewell gift. You got him like that big box of the pens. And some new teeth.
Oh man!
Why you do Bruce like that, dog?
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man. He ain't even here to defend himself, man.
Yeah,
that makes it even more fun.
he finally got a smile on his face and it went away. I mean, he's grumpy and now he was happy. And
somebody's saying Pringle just hit the portal.
No,
that's not good, man.
That ain't good. Come on,
I understand why he's upset, but man, that's
Green Tree All-American. Come on, Green Tree. You making that up? Please say you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why he's probably thinking he needs to hit the portal. Javian Mallory.
Yeah.
Armwood.
No.
Lauderdale. West Broward. No.
Yeah.
West Boca.
West Boca. Yes.
West Boca. Dang.
Listen, man.
What about Lyle? Has Lyle hit the portal yet?
Not yet.
I thought he was gonna go before. Damn, come on, Pringle. I was gonna get you. I was already in negotiating with Pringle Chips.
Well, the other kid from Armwood, I think they're gonna move him to end, and they really they've been wavering because he's a big linebacker, but he's a hell of a pass rusher. The Kellen Wiley kid.
Kellen Wiley, yeah.
Listen, I think and it's funny. I was in one of the little Kane groups I'm in on Facebook. They're like questioning every move. And I'm like, look, let's just be 100 with this. I think Mario has earned the right to do what he do by the results. And
somebody said, let me guess. Pringle to SMU or Duke.
What Born Hustler? Will you please post where you're seeing that? Because I'm not seeing it on his Twitter. I'm not seeing it on the portal list.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. There's going to be some incredible competition at the running back room and the wide receiver room this spring. And here's the sad part about it for some of these kids. If they don't step up, it's going to be like the old times when we were in school. You just got to wait your turn. And for whatever reason, this generation thinks that waiting your turn is a problem. But it only takes 1 year to get paid. I mean, that's all it takes is 1 year. I mean, and when you have the reputation I think that we have now, scouts are always out there. Like the Dante Simpson kid, that was a head shaker. I mean, he really felt like they were doing him wrong. He felt like he should be starting in front of Moulton and Justin Scott.
Yeah.
That's the type of delusion we're dealing with.
You give Pringle the chance to play in the middle of the year, and he has all that success, and then he didn't play after that.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't.
And I understand why. He wasn't built for the games. These were physical games against SEC teams. You put Pringle out there and try to run him, and he gets slammed and fumbles the ball, he might cost you the whole season. He wasn't physically ready to handle that, right, Kelvin?
Now, I will say this. They could probably use him on pin and pulls and stretches. Of course, that also is a dead giveaway when he comes in the game. Oh, they're about to run pin and pull and stretches. So if you're him, you got to gain 10 pounds.
Mm.
You got to gain 10 pounds. You got to get it. You got to get your legs a little stronger. Because one of the things about Mark Fletcher is he breaks tackles. Like the initial hit, and he moves on. So, but hey, look, I'd like to see that kid stay. But running backs are like shoelaces. They're everywhere.
Yeah. And you know, somebody probably watched him and said this kid could play and offered him a pretty good NIL deal.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But hopefully it's not true and he does stay. But if it does,
No,
if it
it's
is
true. It's true. I just confirmed it, Kelvin. Yeah, it's true.
Well, I wish the kid all the luck, you know, but hey, Javion Mallory.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a good player.
And I think Pringle will be a good player wherever he goes.
And Jordan Lyle probably comes back now.
I hope.
Well, yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You get hurt and they can't put you out there. By the way, he holds the record for the longest run in the history of the school. I mean, but hey, listen, we're at the point now where we don't rebuild, we reload.
So, Kelvin, sum up the season for us. If somebody said, you know, I mean, I say absolutely undeniably a season of progress. You know, great progress. I would say hold the Canes are back nonsense. We're not. Like I said, I'm not disrespecting all you guys that won all these championships and stuff by saying we're back to that level. We are not.
The back part is different. We are back relevant.
Relevant, yes. Well, yeah, the Canes are relevant again. No sweat. No, that's easy to say. But back when you're comparing it to what all you guys did, no, not yet.
Look, let's be clear. That's never going to happen again. I mean,
no.
Let me put this in perspective for you, Gary. I have 3 national championship rings, and I should have 4. That's never happening again, where a guy could say, I should have 4 rings in 5 years or 3 rings in 5 years. I just don't see it. Now, could we win 2 and 6, 2 and 5? Maybe.
Yeah, well, that's back. If you do that, you're back. If you win 1, you're back.
I think, honestly, from a relevant standpoint, we're back now because when you talk about kids, Manny Navarro told me this when he went down to that all-star practice for the which one of the games practices in Orlando? Is that that's not the Army Navy.
Under Armour.
He said this is the first time since he's been covering the game that UM was in everybody's mouth. Everybody's mouth. I mean, and you know, kids in the past would tell you. I remember there was this one particular kid who ended up going to Alabama. Ended up, where did he go? He went to Alabama and he went somewhere else, Louisville. After that, and I remember talking to his dad. I'm like, "Why you don't want to stay home?" He said, "Alabama offered $300." I was like, "Oh, never mind." So, you know, we were dealing with that, and they were like, "Man, Miami don't win nothing." But now everybody can pay, and we pay just as much or more than everybody legally, and we win it. And our campus is beautiful, and the co-eds are beautiful, and it's 80 degrees in December. What's the negative? Guys getting drafted. What's the negative? And like I forget who it was. It was Mark Ingram who said it on his podcast. He said, "Man, Miami gonna be a problem because Mario is not a pro coach. He knows it. Miraball's not leaving to go to the pros. So you got a basis with your offensive line. Now, eventually we're going to lose JT and we may lose D. Lou, but I don't know because D. Lou.
Why would we lose D. Lou?
He's already coached in the pros. Somebody may, grab him because he's done an incredible job with Justin Scott and Moulton.
Yeah.
And he's going to have our defensive tackles ready to play. So it's a situation of does he want to go back to the NFL? And I don't know because he's having a good time down here in Miami.
Yeah, I don't see why he would want to do that.
I mean,
he has
no
a great
recruiting.
And same thing with JT too. Like, what's he need to go to the Dolphins or whatever for? That guy makes such an impact in this program and is such a mentor to these kids.
And I think that's the key. When he goes to the pros, it's a different mindset. Guys, guys aren't listed to you at the same level as they do. And then the reality is coaches are getting fired in 2 years in the pros.
Yeah.
And he's got a young baby. He could be a UM for as long as he wants. Even if Mario leaves, ain't nobody telling him he got to go.
Mario's not leaving. Where the hell's
But
Mario?
I'm saying hypothetically.
Yeah.
So, but then that's the other thing.
I see these guys, even D. Lou, JT, those guys make such an impact on these kids. The last thing they need is to go to the National Football League where
but my point being, D. Lou spent 4 or 5 years with the Seahawks.
I know.
And the best thing that ever happened is that Clint Hurt didn't have a spot for him with the Giants. So now he's still got his house in Charlotte. He's got his place here. He can go back and forth. It's, his kid just started at Appalachian State, so they can just move their whole situation down here to Miami.
Yeah.
I agree. And Gary, and Sweets, here's something else that you guys didn't bring up. The streets are back taking care of the Hurricane.
Oh man, the streets
just like when we were playing the streets. OG Jigabelly, I think that's his name. Jigabelly said that chain got to come back.
And the chain came back.
That's how the streets love the Canes.
Yeah, it's
that means a lot.
Listen, man, these kids, and I told one of them last year, I said, man, you don't understand. When we winning, y'all on a whole nother level. I said, and I told one of them, I said, y'all gonna be higher than the Dolphins. The kid laughed at me. I said, hey, you need to go look at that documentary. That documentary for real.
Yeah, the Dolphins are feeling it too. You notice they let their head coach leak on the night of the national championship game.
Yep,
that was on purpose.
That was on purpose.
That was bullshit. Okay, that was complete utter bullshit.
Well, look, man, the Dolphins. You can be jealous of your little brother.
Yeah, it can happen. You don't leak that crap.
I mean, especially when your little brother is getting your girl.
Yeah,
because that happened quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. So, either you guys got any closing thoughts here?
I'm proud to be a Cane, man. I'm proud. I'm proud of this program. I wish we would have won, but you know what? We got all the way there, and
we will be back.
And I'm just happy that these people got an opportunity to see what it's like when the Canes are relevant, as we say, playing in the national spotlight, the only game on TV, and people are talking about the Canes, whether you hate us, whether you love us, whether you want to be us. We were in your mouth.
Yeah.
Now swallow.
Yes, swallow. Well, I'll say this. I just don't see how it's not going to be a hurricane avalanche these next few years. Because let me tell you something, the kids that are coming back, they got that taste in their mouth. They've gotten a taste of that blood, and they want the full meal now.
Yeah.
And the way they practice is going to amp up. The way they work out is going to amp up because now they're saying, well, maybe I need 2 more reps. If I had got 2 more reps, I'd be a champion right now. It's just they feel it. And when they go in games, the experience of this year, no matter how far they're behind or how far they're up, is going to carry with them to finish the game. And I think, Gary, go ahead, January 25, 2027, go on and get your ticket. We will be in Vegas. I'm
We'll
calling
be
it
in
right
Vegas, man. I would love that.
I'm not gonna say we're going 16-0,
I would
but we're
love
gonna
that.
be in Vegas. We're gonna be
I
in
would-
Vegas.
Gary,
would
we gotta make a sweet nasty rule that he can only be on the show maybe twice a year because people are saying that he is auditioning for my job.
Luckily for you, I got my own show. So now, if Gary talks the right numbers, I'll consolidate. I mean, I'm a better looking guy.
Yeah.
You see what Nye Cars just announced? He withdrew his application and is staying. So
Really?
yeah, that's what who's that?
Who?
Joe.
That's a smart move because I don't know that he would have any takers.
I don't think
Who
so
is
either.
this?
Nye
Car. He tried to go in the portal last year and nobody wanted,
Yeah. That's a bad.
How
feeling.
about you just work harder to get on the field?
There you go. There you go.
I agree, man.
Watch KB's car or something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Well, the other thing is, and when he said it last year, he loves the culture. He didn't want to leave. And I think he's getting pressure from somebody in his family.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
sure.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know if you noticed, Gary, even though he didn't play, he made about 150 grand this year.
Right.
And if you think he ain't got him a nice little baddie who knows he made 150 grand, how about the kid from BYU and his gal? Woof, man.
You like that?
Lace your boots up. She got some pretty toes too. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy.
All right. I think people have had enough of this.
Hey, I'm just stating facts. I mean,
I think it's time to call it a season. What do you say, LT?
Yeah, I think it's time. We appreciate everything, Kelvin, Sweet Nasty. Do you have one more show coming up? Or you done on your show?
Actually, I'm gonna do a couple with recruiting.
Okay.
Recruiting, and then I'll do something for spring, a couple spring practice shows.
And where can people find you?
On SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, it's Miami, MIAMI dash Huddlecast, HUDDLECAST on all three platforms. The U podcast.
There you go. We appreciate you, man. And I'm sure you'll call me tomorrow morning.
Yes, and I'm sure you'll be getting off the couch.
Yeah, I'll be dropping off kids. How about that?
Yeah, so he didn't tell you, Gary, but since we lost, he has to sleep on the couch until further notice.
Sounds fair to me.
All right, Sweets.
All right,
yeah.
Dog.
Thank you, man.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. All right, LT. Another great year.
Yep.
I hope they do call you down to the building.
Yeah.
It'd be hard marching on without you after all these years, but you certainly deserve that. So I hope you do get that call this cycle.
Somehow, some way, get me in some way. I want to thank all the fans out there who tuned in this year. Thank you so much. We got a lot. I met a lot of listeners or viewers at a lot of the games. Mr. Dodd, thank you so much. You were great. But a lot of you guys, thank you so much for saying that you really enjoyed the show, and can't wait to do it again. And let's try to get this thing better next year. One game better. How about that?
One game better. All right, yeah, and then we got to thank CaneSport for being with us the whole year long. They're not cleaned out of Cane stuff yet. They've come close, but there's still plenty of Cane's gear in that store there. You can see it behind Lamar. See a little Dolphins, a little Marlins, Panther stuff. So pay them a visit. Don't let it be a quiet off season at CaneSport. They're at 2655 South University Drive in Davie, or you can shop them anytime at caneswear.com. So congratulations to the Canes for making it to the national title game. Man, it's tough to swallow the way that game played out. But hey, we got spring practice. There it is. There it is. We got spring practice, I think, in like 5 weeks. So, man, we'll grind don't stop. And we'll, of course, be covering it for you at CaneSport.com. So for LT, for Caneswear, for Kelvin, thank you for joining us. I'm Gary. Thanks for being part of the show this season, everybody. We'll be back at you in some way, shape, or form sometime soon. Have a great night.
Go Canes.
Yes, sir.